For the start, we are going to place a canvas. Variables can only be defined in the canvas. We will put a maths object or formula in the canvas. We will begin by defining variable a by pressing A, then colon and equals 5. A colon plus an equal sign give a value to a variable. Therefore, a colon and equals gives a value. Because a is on the left side, that means that variable a has a value of 5. If we put the cursor on the right hand side of the 5 and press enter and type in a, we will see that a has been already defined as 5. We can go even further and type in 10 minus a and it will automatically say 5. There is a difference between upper and lowercase letters. For example, if we type in uppercase A and equals, it will be defined as a symbol and not a variable because we haven't included a colon. It is very important to understand that MathDeck can do symbolic mathematic and numerical mathematic. When we start to define a variable in SumLine, it is only defined as a variable from that line downwards. A is only defined as 5 from below that line. The variable cannot be used from above where it has been defined. If you type a plus b below the definition of a, it will calculate a as 5, but it will calculate b as a symbol. B is a symbol because it hasn't been defined before. Now let's define variable b as 3. Now if we try a plus b again, you will see we get an answer because both a and b are defined variables. If we move the equation a plus b above where b has been defined, it will change b into a symbol. So just by moving the formula around, we can dictate if certain variables are defined or not. We can define a variable as a vector, function, matrix, or other. We will create another variable c, and in it we will place a vector. A vector is defined as a VEC function. We will set the elements of the matrix as 1 and 2. If we type below c equals, we will get the same vector. We can now define matrix D. We can define the matrix elements as 1, 2, 3, 4. To move between the matrix elements, use the arrows on the keyboard. Now if we type in D equals below, we will see the same matrix. We will now define variable E as a function. Let's use a function that defines the minimum of 2 numbers. In this case, the 2 numbers will be the a and b variables. A is 5 and b is 3, therefore the minimum of these 2 numbers is 3. Therefore, MathDeck will calculate E as 3. Now we will expand the canvas. Now we can show the variable limitations. For example, if you use a fraction with 2 variables, you cannot define them straight away. Typing colon equals is not going to work. If we try to define variable a in brackets, it is not going to work. If you type in 3a colon equals, it is not going to work. Colon equals is not going to work in the last 3 examples. For instance, if you try to type in variable a dot b, it is not going to work. That's all for now.